Well, welcome. We are so glad that y'all are here today. This is the 2015 Judson Women's Leadership Conference. My name is Lauren Judson, and I am one of the co-founders and the vice president for the JCI Foundation. So we started the foundation in 2012, and this was 2 years after I lost my parents in a plane crash. They spent most of their life work helping other people and furthering education and also women's leadership.
I believe that each and every one of us, all right, all of us, are born leaders. It's whether or not we decide or build up the courage to nurture and develop that inner leader is a deciding factor whether you'll be perceived as a leader or a follower.
And in these amazing best-selling books, they proved that the leaders who served their teams and organizations best produced superior performance results. And I've come to believe it's in this dynamic tension between the courage and humility in the leader that creates the conditions for superior performance.
But whenever you have choices, you have power. Whenever you have power, you have more privilege. And when you have more privilege, guess what? You have a greater responsibility to give back.
One of the biggest lessons that I will give you is to focus on things that are small enough to change, but big enough to matter.
Having the courage to be vulnerable enough to say, where are my own gaps? And where are the gaps in the lives of the people that we want to serve is in fact one of the most courageous things that we can do in our lives.
Keep moving over those speed bumps and take it as a sign that you are on the same road as so many of the women before you. The women who dared to imagine, who fell down and got up, who pushed through adversity, and who came out stronger on the other side. And at AT&T, we work hard to help women hang on to that ambition because we know that having the right talent at the table, both men and women, is critical to our success and growth.
You're only in control of you. No one else is. No one in your job is going to look out for you. Only you are in control of your career and who you are.
You have so much control in your life and your destiny, and you can't let the opinions of others put you in a box and limit yourself.
Being at peace with yourself when you wake up will better determine on your day. And if you do not like what you're doing, if you do not love what you're doing, then don't do it. Pick something else.
And I constantly feel like I'm on my toes. For someone like me, that's what I want. I want to be challenged all the time. I don't want to be in a job where it's rote. You know, that works for some people. That person is not sitting in this seat.
How's that?
Probably all of these women here can attest to that, you know, you can be really excellent at your job, but you still got to play the politics, so to speak.
Acting like you have the business before you have the business. It's like acting like that relationship is in place before that relationship is in fact in place.
So men and women are different. People perceive men and women different. And what women have to understand is our differences are wonderful. It's what makes us who we are, and we need to embrace and support each other, especially when men don't understand it. Dress accordingly and fit in, just like you say, your environment is what you want to do.
I would advise is to be somebody who's coachable. And I think that when you as a leader model back to people that you still are trying to learn and coach and be coached, you tend to encourage people to be coachable themselves.
People want to reach out, but they very rarely ask you for something. And it's interesting because when I'm connecting with someone, I'm always listening for the ask. I'm always listening for how I can help because I love helping.
And I love that. If you don't get practice failing publicly, then you're afraid of it. Thank you so much. Thank you.
I love to say to people too, you know, sign up for projects, not just can I get your advice, but can I work on something that you need help with so that you can learn from that process.
What was the number one reason why young people were not hired when they interviewed for jobs coming out of college? And the number one reason they were not hired was they were dressed inappropriately.
Oh, yes, that's a good one.
Absolutely stunning. And the other thing is, and this is something I have to practice a lot, is just your posture. Make sure when you go in for an interview that you're sitting up straight, you're making the eye contact, and have that handshake. And don't forget to smile, because a smile makes it look like you're approachable and you'd be somebody fun to work with.
The truth of the matter is the purpose of your life. The only thing you'll ever be remembered for is what you did for other people. That's it.
What would it feel like if you woke up every day and took advantage of each and every opportunity in your life fearlessly? What if, for example, we embraced failure and loved it and believed failure was awesome because inside of failure we grow?
We grow the most when we feel personally at risk.
I will tell you, you have to be at a point in your life as often as you can where your pride in what you are a part of and your gratitude for what you have the opportunities to do exceed your concern over what others think of you. Stop whining, stop complaining, figure it out and make it happen. Don't wait for somebody to bring you a solution, just try stuff, and if it doesn't work, you're that much closer to the next solution.
Go get it. The possibilities are absolutely endless. You can achieve greatness. It's up to you to make it happen.
I think women have less ego and are much more resilient to just fight and do whatever they have to do. So just don't forget that, I would say.
Do not get comfortable.
Yes,
How's that for a party
I like
thought?
that. That's
Don't
perfect.
ever get comfortable.
You might know what you're doing.
There you go.
Remember, when God created you, He created a designer original, right? So why waste your time being a knockoff of someone else when there's such greatness already in you? So take the time and develop that. So whether, it's life challenges or through formal training, welcome it, nourish it, and watch it grow. Thank you for your time.